Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. I am Sir Bedian, of course, and I will be your guide through the apocalypse. So, yesterday, with the help of our NPC buddies, we managed to kill a shocker brute. So, hopefully, the rest of that little section of town will be a little bit easier to deal with. Um, we can't sleep to heal at the moment, but I am going to. Right, I was going to cook up the food, but it's still raining, so we're just going to have to wait. Uh, I'll wait in here. Just waiting for the rain to stop, then we can have a bit of a drink and a feed. And it's almost nighttime as well, which means that we will be able to we'll be able to get in there and sneak around a little bit easier. There we go. Night has fallen. And it's raining in fully. Okay. We'll drink the last of our water, at least. What I'll do... I don't have anything to boil with. Uh, I'm in a relatively poor situation at the moment until I can raid that house. I might actually raid it immediately. It's not the best option, but it is dark, so we should be able to sneak in a little bit easier. Hopefully we don't run into that wolf. Alright, here we go. This is the house. Okay, it's a dog. It's fine. Oh, it's snowing. Cool. What's this? It's a pickup truck without fuel or power. Uh-huh. Here we go. Alright, we're in. What's this? Pair of fingerless gloves. Yeah, we'll wear those. Pair of fitting boots, maybe. MP3 player. These are really useful. Because of an MP3 player, when you wear it, will basically give you a permanent plus to focus. So it'll constantly ramp up your focus to a very high level, which means that... Ooh, battery. Ooh, steak knife. Which means that you will very easily be able to... Oh, that's on the ground. You'll very easily rack up your focus, so you'll be able to uh, tr train your skills a lot easier. Glass bottle of Chardonnay. Yeah, we'll bring that. A gallon jug of ammonia. Not right now. Potato chips. No. Fast noodles. Maybe. Wood saw. Yes, please. We do need the wood saw for the wood sawing ability. Um. Well, let's check up on a steak knife. Small plastic bottle of black pepper. Plastic bag of breads. Okay. Tin can of ravioli. Yeah, let's eat the tin can ravioli. Maple syrup, crackers, oil lamp. This is extremely useful because it allows you to get a fair amount of light early on. And we've got a bunch of food and stuffs here. We're going to put on this leather duster for the moment. So I do want this wood saw. And I want all these drinks. I do want the oil lamp as well. Bring the plastic bag of breads and the tin can, because I can make a tin can alcohol stove from it. Um, we're not going to bring that because it's dairy. You'll notice that because it's red, that means that you should not be eating it. So don't eat the red stuff. This is where the dog is. I want to avoid it. at the moment. We don't want to get too close. They are relatively friendly, but still. Lighter, yes. Yeah, a Playboy. Um, Laptop. Ooh, yes. Do we already have a backpack? Yes, we do. Okay. Plastic bottle. Yeah, we'll bring that. Another plastic bottle. Caffeine pills are extremely handy. They basically ramp up all your stats. We'll fill up the plastic bottle with toilet water, and we'll bring this one. We will move these pants and stuff, and we're gonna butcher them up for their rags. Rags are always going to be a lot easier to carry than individual clothing. There we go. So that it was a pretty reasonable raid. I like that. We still don't have very much in the way of cooking power, but it is snowing. So what I might do is find a bush, and we'll use the matchbook to set things on fire. Um, oh, I do have a boiling thing. We're going to put it in a canteen. There it is. Don't have anything to. Don't have anything with food cooking though. Kind of annoying. A hooded hard hat. Puts a rag on a hard hat. What does it do? Better protect neck from sun and rain. Okay, so it makes it waterproof. Or close to waterproof. Alright. Okay. Let's move along. And let's get inside. Okay. Now, we're a little bit thirsty, but it's not too big of a deal at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend pretty much most of the time crafting. So I'm going to go to where the rest of our tools are, or the rest of our stuff is, and I'm going to drop the rags, and I'm going to disassemble two of them. So by disassembling rags, you turn it into threads. Takes a very long time, but you get 100 threads out of each rag. There we go. And if we get a bone skewer, that'll be food cooking. Excellent. And we should be able to get a bone needle. Why can't we get a bone needle? Probably because the manufacturing is too low. Okay, we'll do that later. I guess we could make this over and over again. Fabrication is at 87. Let's make a rock and a sock. And then we will disassemble it into a sock and a rock. Fabrication is at 96. So now we'll make rock and a sock again. And fabrication is 1. Yeah, very cheap to do that. Because you can basically disassemble it into the exact same components that you assembled it from. Very few items will actually let you do that. Where are my socks? Right, put my socks back on. But it's only useful to get your fabrication up to level 1. However, from there, you can make other things, right? Okay, we can get a wooden needle out of a skewer or splintered wood. Can I get a bone needle at all? Apparently not. So yeah, taking a rock and putting it in and out of your sock um, trains your crafting skill, I guess. You know. because why not, eh? I'm gonna put down the cardboard. No, I'm gonna keep that. But the seal jar of pickled fish, the radiated apple, the fast food French fry cardboard boxes, stuff like that. Things that I can't really work with at the moment. Cardboard boxes. Cardboard boxes are an interesting thing. Cardboard boxes use up a lot of volume, right? But on the other hand, um, if you have um, the ingredients, but the cardboard box can also be used to um, cardboard boxes can also be used to make fletching. So it's not necessarily a big deal if you um, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, so it's not a big deal to bring them home, but if you really need the contents, but you don't necessarily have the volume, then empty out whatever's in there and then just use that instead. We can smash up, here we go. Got a heavy stick. And we can cut that up into skewers. Perfect. Okay. Bring the heavy stick as well. Tan bark, yeah, we'll take that. With NPCs running around, because usually I don't play with NPCs. With NPCs running around, we can usually get. We actually have use for a lot of things that don't normally have use. Things like uh, things like gold and silver and jewelry, right? Normally, it doesn't really do very much, but um, when you have NPCs running around that you can trade with, it becomes markedly more useful. So we'll just run back to the shelter real quick. That car really saved their life back there, by the way. All right, so now we can craft. Let's build ourselves a bone needle. Oh yeah, now it lets us do the bone needle. Oh, because bone needle is survival. Right. Um, I want the fabrication. Bingo. Here we go. Okay. So now we have a wooden needle. Um, let's use N for the needle. Okay. So we will reload the needle with thread off the floor. Okay. And now we are going to drink some of our clean water and eat our tin can of vegetable soup. Finish it off. And now we are going to activate our needle to start hopefully patching up and working on some of the things. So, a pair of socks. This is a relatively new menu. Okay, it's normally when you do it, you don't know what chance you have of damaging or succeeding. But you get this menu now, so this is really handy. All right, with clothing. All right, um, as it gets damaged, you can use needle and thread to repair it. All right, you'll need I think you need certain clothing requires things like rags or felt patches or whatever to repair. But generally speaking, you can repair by using components, all right? And it trains your skill. You can also reinforce clothing as well, which will basically give it one step above its normal value. So if we go, I wish I had duplicates of something. Um, I don't have a duplicate of anything. But yeah, it basically gives it a little bit extra toughness and stops it from dying as easily. So it comes in really handy to have for things that you want to preserve. But we do want to try and reinforce our socks. So we have a 2% chance of success and a 2% chance of damage. I like to think it's percent. Either way. So we're going to repeat until we succeed or fail. And we have reinforced it. So we have reinforced our pair of socks, and now it's got the plus plus instead of the 2 lines. So now it's got 2-2 cut, and it's a pair of socks. You know, ultimately it's a pair of socks. Let's see if we can what we can do about our anything else. Boxer shorts. All right, we've got a 6.2 chance of damage and a 0 chance of success. So let's not work on that. Shirt is the same. We might just practice on a pair of socks. Yep. Needle. All right, so it's not doing anything. It's just practicing. All right. So there's no chance of damage, and there's a 10% chance to do nothing. So we're just going to practice. At least you should have been able to do practice. I guess you can't anymore. Guess not. Oh well. Fingerless gloves. Yeah, we got a chance for those. Let's try those. But we need leather patches. There you go. So for fingerless gloves, to reinforce them, you need the leather patches. How about our... we need some spare clothing to practice on. We could make a pair of socks. Maybe. Or we could just make stuff, right? Because tailoring, we can make stuff with tailoring. What do we need? Well... oh, we can make a mining helmet out of a hard hat and a flashlight and a long string. This could be useful. It lets us put a light on our hat, but I don't necessarily want to risk trying to repair the mining helmet. So I might make a hooded hard hat. Encumbrance is less, and it can be disassembled. Um, let's make one of these. A hooded hard hat. Actually, I just realized a hooded hard hat is perfect for disassembly. Because a hooded hard hat can be disassembled into its own components. So if we now go to our... where is it? Where'd it go? Did we drop it? Oh no, we also dropped it. Okay. You can't wear a helmet. Why not? Backpack. Dust mask? Is it a dust mask? Drop the dust mask. They cover different areas. Okay. Huh. That was weird. For some reason, it didn't let me put on the dust mask. But we can train tailoring by repeatedly disassembling the hooded hard hat, right? So if we disassemble it, we can get a hard hat and a rag. So let's disassemble it. Takes a fair amount of time though. But we have a little bit of tailoring. We have 24%. Butterfried fish. Nice. I like that. Tasty. So we'll go ahead and just repeatedly do that. Ooh, knitting needles. 10 yards of cloth. um, We do need a digging stick. Let's make a digging stick. It's fine to drop down where it is. Oh, it's in here, right. Um, yeah, it takes 45 minutes. Okay, hooded hard hat, let's make a new one. Tailoring is at 24, and now it's at 50. So we're getting a fair amount of tailoring out of it, which is excellent. Hooded hard hat, disassemble. This is so gamey. This is so cheap and gamey. And I think we've been working throughout the entire night because it's almost midnight. It's almost morning. Um, Hooded hard hat. Okay, and we'll put it on, and we will disassemble it again. This recipe really needs some cloth, some thread use or something. Um, we're telling 75. But I guess, it's not too bad because it is a 0-1, so you can't cheap the higher levels. And really, you know. Okay. Do we need to make anything else? Pouch, maybe? No. No, this one can accommodate hands. Okay, maybe. Um, I'm thinking maybe a turban, but we have a helmet already. We could do with a towel. A bandana. We already have a filter mask. Yeah, let's go for a long patchwork scarf. There we go. And we will take off this knit scarf. And we will wear the long patchwork scarf. All right, so we do have tailoring level 2 now. Can we make anything new? Well, we can make a lot of new things, but we need rags, and I think we're out. Yeah, we're out of rags at the moment. And we can actually disassemble the knit scarf into a lot of thread, except as rags. Um, there is one thing that we can make. We can make a self bow. That will, well, it won't train our fabrication, but will help with training archery, and it'll give us a very silent ranged weapon that we can use. However, small game arrows are a little bit on the expensive side to make. Like you need something for fletching. You need bones or rock for the shaft. You need the stick for the shaft. You need the bone or the rock for the tip, and you need thread or glue for binding everything together. So game arrows are a little bit on the expensive side. Now, obviously, you don't just get one when you make. I think you get like 10. But still, um, if you can get fire hardened arrows, at the end of the day, though, you're still burning through plastic bags, cardboard boxes, alfoil, duct tapes, feathers, stuff like that. So you kind of need a source of those before you can do much with it. Um, Arm warmers and leg warmers could be good as well. How's the temperature range? Our head is at minus 45, so our head is going to freeze very easily. But the arms are at minus 20 and hands are minus 29. Does our arm warmer cover hands? No, just arms. Bugger it. Let's just go. Uh, we'll drink some water. We might need to get more water as well. Just make runs to boil with. we have that boils? Oh, right, tin can. You can boil using a tin can. So always handy to have a tin can on you because they're a volume 1 and that you can boil water with them. Um, right, let's go fill something up with toilet water, and then we will plastic bottle. There we go. That guy's got a shotgun. Let's not mess with the guards here. Um, we will go ahead and our fire is obviously gone. We will drop one of these pine boughs, and it's snowing, so hopefully it shouldn't go out. And we will light this, and we will. Right, we have a skewer. Cool. Um, we will get some clean water. Guess it did go out. Okay. We'll unload that into a canteen. The biggest problem with the canteen, of course, is that because you're wearing it, it could actually get damaged. So that is definitely a problem. To help avoid that, what you can do is make sure that it's not. Oh, it's on your legs. Okay. Make sure that your canteen is inside things that um, cover you up. But because it's raining, it's no longer snowing. Let's go for another raid. The Cade zombie, yeah, that's easy enough. It's not too much of a threat. Fat zombie isn't too much of a threat either. There we go. Mail carrier shorter, okay. What's this? It's a shrub. Winter coat could be useful for this assembly. We'll come back to that. They are relatively rare though, so we've got a zombie and a fat zombie. Once again, relatively easy kills, even if they come at us 2 at a time. There we go, 1 zombie dead. Fat zombies are a pretty good source of tainted fat, which we can render out for. What else is around here? Regular zombie. Where is it? And the zombie dog. I think they're in the. Oh no, they ruined an electric car. Solar panels are very, very, very useful and at the same time, very, very, very fragile. So destroying the solar panels means that it is very, very difficult to replace them until very, very late game, or at least mid game, until you get your fabrication and electronics skill high enough. And then you also need solar panels, and it just requires a lot of resources to make solar panels. So if you can find some and salvage them off a car, that makes your life a lot easier. Anyway, we're out of time now, so I will go ahead and put a break in the video, and we will continue raiding this little suburb tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, all the usual stuff, and see you tomorrow.